We're back into the Ladbrokes Lab for the Doomben Cup. Cam, Zaaki won it by a cricket pitch last year. If he wins at short odds, he's going to join these legends of the turf. Burnborough, Rough Habit and Might and Power to win it at deep odds on.
Legends, absolutely on the money. Can't wait for it. There it is, $1 million, 2,000 metres, weight for age, Group 1. And funnily enough, plenty of rain. So this heavy 9, you'd think, may well be a heavy 10 by the time they jump.
Of course, they moved the Doomben 10,000, but this is staying at Doomben. Starting there, they've got a shortish run to the first turn, but enough room to settle with the small field. Let's look at this draw. I'm going to jump in first here because we've got Colding, who will be pushing up, trying to get that spot in behind Zaaki. That's presuming Zaaki leads. I'm interested in your take on that because there is a little bit of speed there. Polly Gray from the wide-ish draw. What happens? Got to go forward, but...
Absolutely. It was brilliant in Hollindale. Let's have a look at this because there's one particular horse, Ammo, that could change the race.
There's Colding.
Not it.
Drawn inside.
Not it.
There's Zaaki.
Not it.
There's Polly Gray.
Not it.
Right.
Not it. All right, Colding from the inside will go forward. That, I have no doubt. J-Mac drawn perfectly on Zaaki. Does he lead? Does he sit right off the speed? Well, there's one horse that changes that. This horse from Barrier 2, Nasrullah and Maximal. Now, you know, Hamo, I like to think outside the square. And in races where you don't necessarily have the class of horse, sometimes you have to do things a little bit differently. So, if Maximal actually puts a bit of speed into this race from Barrier 2, J-Mac will have no trouble at all just sitting right on the back of Maximal. He won't want to get to the rails because that allows Polly Gray to get over here and Tim Clark can play a little bit of jockey because he likes to have the speed. He's a big beast of a horse, so he likes to have a little bit of room. So if Maximal pushes forward, I reckon that J-Mac will sit right here, not go to the rails, and then Tim Clark's got to make a bit of a decision. If he doesn't and he slips to the rails, Zaaki either sits here and wins, or sits here and wins. So I think it's Nasrullah and Maximal who actually make a little bit of a difference in this race, and it kind of dictates a little bit where Tim Clark gets on this, I'm assuming, second favourite because, well, $1.21 for Zaaki.
No, slightly better than that, $1.55 into $1.50. No real support for anything else there. Coventina Bay, the Kiwi. Now, we know you're going to be with Zaaki. You've tipped it in every race it's ever been in, but how do we make money?
All right, I think Zaaki will win. Again, too short, but I think he will win. Polly Gray was great in the Hollindale, and we'll get an opportunity. Had an opportunity in the Hollindale. I felt Zaaki held her pretty well. I think he'll do it again here. So, top 3. And Coventina Bay loves the 2,000 metres. Conditions not an issue. I'm not always massive on the Kiwi form. That's more your bag, but did run really well in the Hollindale. So, there you go. A little Ladbrokes same race multi. 5 out of 5.
Wow, you're full of confidence. I don't quite share your opinion, which is not unusual for us. And I don't share your confidence either. I think Zaaki will be winning. I love the run of Kukaracha in the Hollindale and absolutely flies at Doomben. No, I'm going to go a 4 out of 5 confidence-wise. Do you think Zaaki can join some of those racing immortals and go back-to-back in the Doomben Cup? Leave it in the comments below. It's a decade since the mighty mare Black Caviar won this race, the Goodwood, and we've got a fascinating edition again this year.
What should we next?
Went to Royal Ascot.
She did. 1,200 metres, Group 1. Great cash up for grabs as well. Wales out. Going to have a really good track. I'm going to explain as to why I'm not overly worried about where certain horses draw, Ammo, because I don't think it bothers me. What has bothered me a little bit is that the favourite's out and the race has changed a little bit of a complexion as well.
Yeah, you've had to rethink your tip here, but I want to have a look at a few key runners. From Barrier 3, you got the Inferno. Then Asar will go forward from 12. And Extreme Warrior, the untapped, has drawn Barrier 13.
Absolutely. Like 7-2XL, I think Bo Roster from that outside gate's going to go forward, put itself into the race. Astrologers, free of debt. Look, they're quick. It's a Group 1 over 1,200, so there's going to be plenty of speed. All right, I'll get to that in a moment. I've got Asar up here because from Barrier 12, Jamie Carr will just try and sit on the inside of it, right behind it. The thing you don't want to do, it doesn't matter if you're stuck 3 and 4 wide, you just don't want to be facing the breeze. There's only the one turn. So as long as she gets on the back of, say, Asar, which I think is fairly possible considering where they're drawn, Jamie Carr can just pop out when the horse is ready to go at the top of the straight. That's why it's important to get a rump. I love that chat you had with Cliff Brown, Ladbrokes Socials, via the YouTube channel.
Fascinating character.
Fascinating guy who I love. Don't get angry at me, Cliff, because I love the Inferno and I backed the last start. And if it had drawn an outside gate or at least a little wider, I'd be really keen as well. I'm just worried about where it's going to get, where it's going to be when it's ready to go. And we seen it a little bit last week with the League Rod in the staying race in the Derby. Just couldn't get clear when desperately needed to. And that's my slight concern with the Inferno, which I'm assuming, though, has had a bit of money for it since one of the favourites come out.
Yeah, obviously in the boat out, so it's changed the market. But Extreme Warrior still at the top of betting there. But the money, look at these two. General Bow and Astrologist, both really well backed from good odds in. All right, Cam, who's your new tip within the boat out?
I know, I was all about in the boat, but I'm now with Extreme Warrior. As I explained in the settled grid, I think Jamie Carr can get run of the runs of the race. She'll come out. She'll win her first Group 1, I think, in Adelaide. And I can't go 5 out of 5, Hamo, because my original tip is gone. But I go 4 out of 5, I think going to be very hard to beat.
I'm going to have a win bet on Extreme Warrior as well, the untapped 3-year-old, and the Inferno. Despite your concerns about the draw, I think Cliffy Brown's going to give this a really, really big shake.
5?
No, I'm just going to go 4 here. I'm also interested in Behemoth. The old boy's having his 4th go at the Goodwood. Can he win it at his 4th attempt? Leave it in the comments below.